To start knitting, you need to get that first row of stitches on your needles, and this is called casting on. There are loads of different ways to cast on, each way creating a slightly different effect. Some techniques give a looser, stretchier finish, while another might be the start of a rib or a lacy pattern. I'm going to show you how to cast on using 2 needles, or the knitted cast on, as it's the most straightforward method. It's basically knitting, and it also gives a nice, neat and robust edge. The very first step is to make a slip knot. Take a loop of yarn and with the end piece at the back, pull through another loop of yarn from your ball of wool. Pull it fairly tight, holding onto both tails. Make sure that you've left a few centimetres of yarn at the start. Now slide this loop of yarn onto your knitting needle and pull it snug. Don't be tempted to pull it too tight, just snug is fine. And this is your first stitch. So now to create more stitches. Put this needle in your left hand and keeping that tail of yarn out of the way, slide the needle in your right hand through, underneath from the front to the back of your yarn, so that you form an X. Take the yarn that's on the ball of wool with your right hand and bring it under your right needle, around over the top of that needle and under your left, where the cross is. Holding that yarn in your right hand, draw your right needle towards you, catching the yarn, and pull it through the loop on your left needle. Then push your needle up a wee bit so it's now in front of the left needle. Pull it towards you so that the loop on your right needle is a little bit jiggly and loose. And this is a slightly complicated bit. Bring your needles parallel to each other, then slide the tip of your left needle into the loop on your right. And slip that loop onto your left needle. You've twisted the stitch slightly, but that's what you want. You now have 2 stitches on your left needle. Pull it so it's snug, but not too tight. Pulling too tight is a temptation for new nervous knitters. So you've just cast on a stitch. Here it is again. Insert your right needle into the stitch on your left. Wrap your yarn around and over that right needle. Then pull the right needle through, catching that loop of yarn. Pull it loose. Bring your needles parallel and then slip your left needle into the loop on your right needle and slide it onto the left needle. Pull it snug and then repeat this until you have the right number of stitches cast onto your left needle. And then you're ready to start knitting.